So here we're looking at a sagittal section of the human brain model for 157. So up here, all of this is the cerebrum. That's the brain region. There's the cerebrum. In the cerebrum, you can see these grooves there. Those are called sulci. And then we have these areas where there are not grooves, and those are called gyri, or gyrus is singular. If we come down here, we can see this right here. That is the corpus callosum. Below the corpus callosum, we can see this structure right there. That is the septum pellucidum. Below that is this structure right there. That is the fornix. You're seeing this pink structure right there. That is the choroid plexus. This brain region right here is known as the thalamus. And then below that, kind of like this is the mark for it here. Below that, right in that area there, that is the hypothalamus. So this is the thalamus, and this is the hypothalamus. Within the thalamus, we can see this brown dot right there. That is the interthalamic adhesion. Kind of below the choroid plexus right there, we can see that structure right there. That is the pineal gland. Now, all of this here, so all of this here is the brainstem. And the brainstem is made of this is the midbrain, this is the pons, and then this is the medulla oblongata down here. Now, if we come back up to the midbrain, we can see a couple of bumps right there. Those are part of the corpora quadrigemina. So what's in front of that is this brain region here. This is a cerebellum. And we can see the white in that cerebellum is known as the arbor vitae. Now, looking at a different model here, so this is where the cerebellum has been removed, we can see that corpora quadrigemina again right there. So it's these four bumps that we see. Now coming back up to the sagittal section of the brain again, okay? So the thalamus makes up the wall of a cavity, and that cavity is known as the third ventricle, all right? So same with the hypothalamus. So the thalamus and hypothalamus make up the walls of a cavity there. That is called the third ventricle. Now, what we can see is this groove that comes into another cavity down here. This cavity down here, kind of between the cerebellum and the pons, that is the fourth ventricle. And then this groove is known as the cerebral aqueduct. So you might be asking yourself, where's the first and second cavities here, or ventricles? Well, those are kind of underneath here. So you can see this cavity here. This is on the left side of the brain. This is known as the first lateral ventricle, and that's on the left side. And if I take the right side of the brain here and I open it up, we can see right there, there is the second lateral ventricle.